Welcome back. Happy Thursday. So, today was news day. Thursday, we had a lot of news on the way. In the morning, we had a lot of Euro news. We had a bit of JBP news, Canadian dollar news, US dollar news, Euro news. And yeah, again, USD news. So, today, that was it. Today was really the busiest day, to be honest, of the week. And I know the other day I said I wouldn't be surprised if we continue getting another bullish candle, which would have been very nice. But I also said, which the safer play was the better option was always this pullback. And the beauty of it is I also mentioned that, let's get rid of this. I also did mention we would either get a pullback into this area and a reaction off. If that fails, we've got the demand down here. So we've had a lovely, lovely reaction off of this demand. And we basically, for this to continue now in the direction we want to see, and we want this next 4 hours to continue going bullish. Or it could be the continuation of a downtrend. So it's in a sticky area. I still reckon we are going to get to 3,500. Yeah, I'm going to say it. 3,500 is still the target. 100% within the next week or two for multiple reasons, which I've spoke about as well before. So this is a very nice pullback on the 4 hourly time frame. And yeah, basically you had some very good opportunities here. I'm pretty sure I had this up the other day as well when I was describing it. But I mean, this is an institutional candle on the hour right here. That's power drive, that, and it's engulfed all these as well. So this is a good sign. You could say you create a new hourly supply, but nah, I can't. Again, I mean, look, what do I say? Like, again, this is from experience. Like, the cleaner the traffic is to the left, example, the cleaner the move down is to the right. All right, this ain't so clean, but look at this. It's picture perfect. And this is how I read things. Like, all I do is read what I see right in front of me. I don't use nothing else. Genuinely, I use nothing else. I just read what's in front of me. And then I ask myself what makes sense. And then I ask myself why. And that's what I do. Like, that is what I do. I just read this. And I've seen like head and shoulders, clean move, clean traffic, rah, resistance, support, retest, reaction, and then demand. There's so many variants. So what a trade, essentially. If you did have orders set around here, you had a good bit of cushioning. This was a nice bit of cushioning. And yeah, if that failed, if you had your stop loss down here, you'd be pretty safe. You'd be pretty safe with a sensible lot size. Remember, it's gold, it's nasty. Sensible lot size, you could definitely weather the storm with this bit of drawdown here before the price turned and went up. So I like it. I like gold. Long term, 3,500 buys. Yeah, I've said it. I'm going to stick to it. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I hold my hands up, but I've said it and I am going with it because I've fought it a long time. Well, a week now, since since what's happened around everywhere. That this is. Do you know what I've said before? You have to be adaptive. You've got to be adaptive. You can't marry the direction of what something's going in. You've got to be adaptive. You have to adapt. If you can't adapt, then you will never succeed in this game. Simple as that. So that's another goal, to be honest. I like it, but don't like it. US dollar, Swiss franc. Long-term bias is buys, demand, 4 hour demand, no doubt, but demand. I like this. If this closes like this, it's a good sign. Discord's back to being BP and annoying again. Yeah, this closes like this, and you get another bullish candle to the upside here. This is brand new demand that's been created. So then you've basically got you've got three levels of demand. Three levels of demand, essentially, if this finishes around this area and the next one finishes up around here tomorrow. So that's a good start. That's a good sign. And the reason why like gold is going up, Euro USD is going up, this was potentially going to go up. Was that the correlation? Hang on. Swiss franc, US dollar. Yeah. I want to say that when the dollar gets weakened, the US dollar does go to the upside in terms of the US dollar Swiss franc trade FX pair. So that is this, like, again, the structure is looking real nice for buys. People are probably already in it, to be quite honest with you. And if you are, then happy days, fair play. Some lovely levels, real strong, nice. But then, mind you, I was going to moan about these candles, but to be honest, the US dollar Swiss franc is a slow old girl. Like, she barely gets out a second or third gear. It is literally following an older person on a Sunday afternoon doing 10 miles an hour down the main road, and you're in a rush to get somewhere. Like, it's a slow old girl, bless her. But when she does get going, she gets going, and that's basically it. What I'm saying is, when she gets going, it's trending, and it's going to start trending nicely. It's like AUD USD. It's a nice pair for learners, to be honest, because it just trends well. You catch their moves right, and it just goes. And yeah, I've traded it, I think, probably about 10 times, and that was sort of like 2 years ago. And oh god, it was just slow. Like, it's similar to this. It's just the wind is like, come on, man, we need to get somewhere. We're in a bit of a rush here. No, I'm joking, but no, it's just slow. So, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me. It is a slow old bus. Overall, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, the worrying thing is, it's not been this low since 2011. So, scratch your head on that one. 2011, man. Interesting one. Interesting one. I think if you get in buys here, you got some nice long-term potential. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Right. Euro USD. Let's do it. Sweet as a nut. Look at this. It's not a staircase. It's a ladder now. That is a ladder. That's a snake climbing up through the ladder. Okay. Right. I'll be sensible now. Be sensible. So this again, I said it again on gold. Gold's in a key area for the following direction of where it's going. It's in a key area. Euro USD, exactly the same scenario. Euro USD is very interesting. The news this morning, I'll be quite honest with you, I thought the news would have impacted things a little bit more than what has happened. I mean, perhaps people have seen it coming throughout the whole week, from beginning of last week. Has people seen this coming from when Trump announced he was going to get rid of Powell? People have seen it coming, so it's like the market is now caught up with it. So gold's getting higher value now because of uncertainty, and again, it means the dollar will weaken. So this could be what is happening across the FX pairs, to be honest. And I'm looking at it as well, reading the chart here. Like, I'm reading this chart from a few different angles now, and I'm looking at this supply. I'm thinking to myself, it's been tapped a lot, hit a lot. There's probably not many orders in there left, so it could be broken. We've started a 4-hourly new uptrend. We've started a new 4-hourly uptrend, creating demand on the way up. So speed bumps and roadblocks. So it's not just going to turn around here and just go wallop. It's not going to do that. There's no structure really. So we break this next 4-hour candle, sort of closes up around here, and we start to break these highs. Then it's going to get interesting, because what I'm visually seeing is this. You would sort of, break these highs here to the left hand side, and then you're again, it's another key zone area level, a lot. So we could then, I don't think we're just going to reject just fall. I don't think we are. No, nah, I can't. Nah, I'm not. That's not just going to happen with what's going on and this price action. So this is key. Now you could have a pullback, which would be probably not that deep. Pullback to there, for then a continuation. And the continuation is up to here. And this is supply that has not been touched for quite some time. So it's very interesting now for the next week on the Euro USD. I think if you're planning on selling, I would wait until Tuesday next week and see what the price is saying, because this is going to go one or two ways now. And people would be looking at, like, a lovely supply trade is this. This is a lovely supply trade. A standard supply trade, basically. If you went to, you could cover it up to here as well, but this is supply and it's real nice. And the problem you've got is it's been tapped a lot of times. So it's a pullback on the 4-hourly time frame, and this could quite easily just break. So you're basically getting shorts, and you've got a higher chance of being taken out than what you have making profit, is what I'm saying. It could be a horrible trade to get in if you got into sales there. I don't think it would be very fun. The price could just dance around up here. But my bets is it will probably take you out, and then it will get up to here. This is what the safer play is. Basically, you want to see what price does around this area. And this is an interesting area. Let's go on the weekly, because it's really hard to see with that stuff there, This is daily supply. That's weekly supply. So we've not hit these areas since 2021, August 2021. So the back end of COVID, essentially. And completely broken these highs, which is good. So a longer term weekly trade would be this. Be your longer term weekly trade there on the Euro USD. Obviously, when price gets down here originally, and again you can look at it from two different angles. You got your weekly pullback, massive weekly pullback, and you're getting the best part of two worlds here with this one, because I've noticed this demand there. So, and I do know there is some targets down here. So long-term Euro USD, this is what I'm saying. Pull back down to here again, and then that will be Nice long term trade for the Euro USD. Yeah, I like that. I've just literally seen it. Just spot it straight away. What is it on the month? So yeah, it's like monthly demand as well. Rally based rally. So but you'd be talking the preferred version of the demand. But yeah, I like this for the Euro. My long term vision on Euro USD is this. Obviously, we've got a few months to wait for it, but so I'll start it over here. And then you'd be breaking new highs like that. That's my real long-term vision for the Euro USD. A few months. So pullback and then continuation. Oh, I've just spotted something which is probably going to be better. But then, yeah, I've just spotted something. There's a gap. So you got a better trade. There. Be one hell of a pullback. One hell of a pullback. That's a hell of a pullback. But what a trade that would be. Even better than the first one. I lost myself in the higher time frame, to be honest. I was higher than what I thought I was. No, I mean that is my long term forecast on Euro USD. And again, we're probably not going to reach this until probably December time. It'll probably be December. That's if all goes well, mind. That's if I might just be talking for the fun of it here, just waffling on, and this is just going to continue going up. So, but no, I mean, long term, that's what I like for the Euro Euro USD for sure. We'll just check the US dollar a minute actually because it's been pulled back in. It's been pulled back in, which is good. It's like gold, like trending markets, pullbacks, continuation, pullback, whatever. This is healthy, very very healthy. And we broke this 4 hour demand where it wasn't really that strong. Look at it; it was just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's staircase. You know, it's effort, isn't it? Walking up a staircase is effort. Just Price found a lot of effort walking up this staircase, and then all of a sudden it's just had a flipping can of Red Bull, and we've just shot up. So happy days. And then it's got an elevator back down, but you've stopped at every floor on the way back down. Interesting, yeah, very interesting. And you've got a lot of nice 4 hour demand still down here. Got some targets here. Yeah, still some weakness to come in the US dollar, I reckon. I do reckon we've still got some more weakness to come in the US dollar. But pullbacks are nice. It's broken this structure now as well, really. This demand was like the last stand. It was like 300 against Persians. 1 million Persians. Hell of a film. But yeah, this was like the last stand of this structure. So we broke it. So we could get some more movement to the downside to around these areas down here. Oh, Discord's back to being annoying. Look, it's my own fault. I haven't worked out how to flip and mute it yet. Every time I click on the mute thingy, my bobby, I scroll across and say, oh, I want to mute it for like 3 hours. And I do it on every single group that I'm in on Discord. And I still get the little beep beep. And it's still annoying. But it adds a bit of character to it though. I like it. It does it excites it up. Like gives me something to moan about. And yeah, that's what it's all about. Although I don't, yeah. So yeah, these are the areas that we can fall down to as well. So just bear that in mind. And again, you know what I was saying about the analogy with 300 here, the last stand scenario. We've also got another one down here. So that being said, when price gets down to like here, basically, this is the last stand of the 300 again. Basically, they've all come back and they've decided to go again. And this is another last stand down here. And yeah, again, it's going to be very important, all right, when price does get down here. But could we get down this low? Who knows? Well, it's just one of them things that we're going to have to keep an eye on. The way this daily is closing, yeah, fill that gap lovely. I'm surprised. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest here. I'm surprised we had such a drop as strong as we did into here. But, well, new supply, that's why. Only 4 hour supply, essentially. But still, same scenario. So this could be the pullback level, a pullback level. Like that. Yeah. That's strong. And what I mean by I'm seeing that is very strong is, you know, Matey Boy found it a lot of effort to get up here. He struggled. But the elevator on the way back down decided to just go full send mode. And it went full send mode indeed. Do you know what? It almost had the perfect reaction in this. Like if we were watching this live, like, you know, hang on, that's not a very good way of doing it. If we were watching this live, there we go. Oh, really? You won't even let me do it on this? Where is it? Here, yeah. Man, that's annoying. That is so annoying. On the 4 hour, if you were watching this live, like you wouldn't see any of this. Pretend you can't see this. If you were watching this live, how can I if you were watching this live and up going down there like that, you would, and you saw this new 4 hourly candle breaking down there, I would not blame you if you were thinking of taking sales, to be honest with you, because that is extremely strong. And then you've got another, like, that's a monster. You know what I say about power and follow through and stuff. That is power. So that has surprised me really. But yeah, it is what it is. And I think, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. But again, pullbacks are healthy. So mind you, this is the futures, isn't it? So only certain people, only people that know where to get the futures trading CFD, platforms will know how to be able to trade this. So that being said, guys, I am going to jump off and chill out for the evening. And I will do an update tomorrow, or I'll probably leave it to the weekend now. I was thinking of doing like an end of the week breakdown of just how the candles are closing and then what the upcoming early days of next week could potentially bring. So that it's just a thought.